working. I don't know if it's connecting. Well, shit. I was born one morning, it was drizzling rain. Fighting and trouble were my middle name. One fist of iron, the other of steel. If the left one don't get you, then the right one will. You load 16 tons, and what do you get? Woo! Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Come on, man. This thing better not screw up on me again. I swear I'll break it. There I am. Hey, how y'all doing, baby? I didn't know if anybody was showing up there, but sure enough, there's Dwayne Twizzle. Our Dessa's here. Charles Stokel. The remixtress is with us, baby. And so is Michael James, buddy. Take care of yourself out there. Greg Talbert, my friend. I saw your post, buddy. Love you. A great friend out in California. I've had the pleasure to shake his hand. A Vietnam veteran that I am very proud of. Thank you for being here, brother. Randy Peterson, another squid. Buddy, always glad to have a fellow sailor in the room. Joy Peters and Bill Jones. How you doing, brother, out in North Carolina? I've done lost it now. Oddly Wired is with us. Karen Van Wyck. Deborah Haynes. Ardessa. Johnny Fly is with us. Oh, shit. I can't keep up with that little bitty writing over there on that screen because it only takes up a small... Anyway. How y'all doing, baby? It is Wednesday. Hump day, baby. I got Clyde with me. The Sheik of the Burning Sand, baby. Our buddy Lone Wolf. Take care of yourself out there, friend. We treasure your friendship, buddy. Anyway, it's Wednesday. Halfway through, the shitstorm's mounting up. In other words, just another week of Trump being our... Hi, Bernadette. Being our glorious leader. Hopefully not for much longer, though. Sherry P. is with us. Jenny Taruso. Tarusi. I'm sorry. Mika Cruz, thank you for being here. And there's Velda, our mother hen. She is with us. Anyway, I appreciate y'all coming in. Spend a little time. I hope my voice is coming through. I'm going to look over there to see if anybody starts telling me that you can't hear me. Because I sure don't want to go down that line again. It puts a... Anyway, it's Wednesday. The notorious RBG, Justice Ginsburg, is lying in repose at the Supreme Court. Her clerks lined the steps when she entered. A great lady is being laid to rest, but you would hardly notice it amongst the Republican Party. As I said before, the way they treated Scalia was as if they had pulled him off the cross themselves. Ginsburg, barely a mention outside of the fact that we're going to take that seat, fill that seat. That's the chant that's going on now. Not even time to have a proper funeral, and these cruel people want to chant. They introduced a bill into the Senate to honor Justice Ginsburg, but Ted Cruz was not going to have any of it. That's right, Ted Cruz raised an objection to it. The little weenie down here in Texas who told you to vote your convictions and then quickly turned around and showed you that he had none. He has no conviction. He has no honor left to him. He's an ass-looking little turd. I wish Texas would get rid of him the next time. I don't care who runs up against him. Right now, we're trying to get rid of the other ass-licker, John Cornyn down here. John Cornhole, I call him. And I hope M.J. Hager here in Texas, if you're in Texas, baby, get your ass out and vote. Vote for M.J. Hager. Kick John Cornyn to the curb, baby. He is nothing but carrying the torch for Donnie. He'd just as soon watch every Texan die of this disease than anything else, just to save his little glorious leader there. And but it's a sad day to begin the process of saying goodbye to Justice Ginsburg. Anyway, they're getting ready for trouble. Hell, there's already trouble in Louisville, Kentucky, because the Attorney General of the state came out and made a statement that there would be no charges against the officers involved in Breonna Taylor's death. The only officer charged, Officer Bart Hankinson, was for disregard and wanton endangerment, a disregard for life. This guy pumped out 16 shots, I understand. 10 of them went through the freaking wall into the neighbor's apartment. You know, just blindly shooting away, just shoot. Whoever's there just gets a freaking bullet. There are protesters already in the street. They were peacefully protesting when I saw them in the middle of the freaking day. They ain't got a curfew until 9 o'clock tonight, and they're peacefully marching down the street. And oh my God, the police force came out en masse, baby. That bothers me. They have a right to protest, peaceful protest. That's what they were doing. But the police put up a roadblock, baby, saying, nope, you ain't going no farther than this. You know, I've said before, if the police really supported the people's right to protest, peacefully protest, they would not put up a wall in front of them with clubs. They would form a column on each side of them to make sure that the citizens had a right to express their views and at the same time protect the property. That's what you say. You want to protect the property. Well, line up alongside the street and protect the property. And don't harass those seeking to use their voice. But it's set up a nasty thing, and there's pepper balls being shot and mace, and people are getting arrested for confrontation, and there's no need for it. There's no need for it. This community looks at this as an injustice. There is no charge for a no-knock warrant in the middle of the night and busting in a door and in the process shooting an unarmed woman in her bed 6 times, laying in the bed. Oh, justified. They were justified. One of the people in the room had a gun. I don't know what the total number of shots fired in that apartment. There was one fired by him. He thought he was being broken into because there was no announcement according to the facts at that time, including everybody that was interviewed at that time said that there was no warning about who it was coming through that door. But now the Attorney General of Kentucky says, yep, we got one. He says he heard the police yelling, police, before they kicked down the door. But at the time of the shooting, that same person said he did not hear. He just had a recollective memory, I guess. But besides, this no-knock, this whole warrant, for a man they already had custody, mind you. The person that they were looking for was not there. They did not find any drugs or any paraphernalia in the house. There was nothing. A citizen laying in bed and her boyfriend responding as anybody would when somebody tries to kick your door down, I'm going to shoot your ass. But all of this was in the name of the war on drugs, baby. The war on drugs, baby. We gotta get rid of them drugs. We're gonna kick your door down and kill you if we have to. The toll that this war on drugs that I watched Nixon initiate standing up at the podium. The only war this thing is a war against the people of this country. That's what it is. And it always has been. Even when in the law. Remember in the days where crack got you a whole lot of time, but cocaine, hey, that's okay. That's because white people use cocaine and they shove the crack off on the black community. It was almost a setup. Go ahead and enjoy your drugs over here, but if we catch you with this crack shit, we're putting your ass in prison forever. Cocaine, well, we'll slap you on the wrist and then get the fuck out of here, go back to your office job. It's the system, baby, that we live in, that produced the no-knock warrant that cost Breonna Taylor her life. That is a system that needs to be changed. You think they would have been smashing in the door of some white suburban neighborhood, guns a-blazing, in an affluent white area? No. It'd be knock, 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 knock. We're here with a warrant. Can we come in? Knock, 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 knock. That ain't the way it went. We're walking down a dangerous street, and there will be outcry over this. There will those that will stand up and demand a justice that will not come. This is the system we live in, and we have to work within the system. We change the system. We improve the system. We continually do a process of review to find the weak links and get them out. The rogue cop, the guy that chokes. It's a long way, baby. It's a long way to November 3rd. Anyway, Mike Bloomberg stood up and I guess collected $16 million. And that is just to go down to Florida and help those felons who have gone through the process of being rehabilitated and enter back into society. They want to vote, but they can't vote because they ain't paid off this big ass fine. Excuse me. And it was another ploy by the Republicans to keep as many people from voting down in Florida. So Mike Bloomberg steps up and gives $16 million to help pay for those fines and those fees so these people can vote. So good on you, Mike. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. And it's just another fight to get what's just in this nation, the American people's voice. And if you stifle enough of us, we tend to take it a little personally. Anyway, what else is going on? Well, even with Judge Ginsburg lying in repose, they are advancing their assault on the Supreme Court. I have no doubt they're gonna introduce their candidate or their nomination soon, and it's gonna go right into committee because Lindsey Graham just can't wait to get this shit done for Putin by way of Donnie. That's the way this shit looks like it's going, and they're gonna try to get that seat confirmed very soon. Because right now, the Republican Party has a challenge in the Pennsylvania courts to challenge the mail-in voting ballots in Pennsylvania. He's just up there having a rally up there. Boy, just spreading that shit all around. Anyway, it's going to end up in the courts. They want it to end up in the Supreme Court. Donnie is out there saying right now that the election itself will end up in the Supreme Court. Sir, we are looking at the possibility, unless the American people stand up and significantly use their voice, that we will have a 6-3 Supreme Court, and the election of the President of the United States goes to the Supreme Court. Guess what? A 6-3. Even if the new judge has to recuse herself, it would still be a 5-3 decision. And Trump could become the next president. You want to know why they want to push this through? That's the reason why. If anybody is trying to steal the election, rig the election, it's Donnie. It's Donnie the dickhead and Vladimir Putin, his buddy. That's who we're up against here. Fighting for our country against our own president. Against our own president. That sink in, baby. You let this court go 6-3 and Trump get another 4 years? Are you shitting me, baby? My neighbors will have fucking tanks by that time. Hey, speaking about the courts, one good thing. Eric Trump has been subpoenaed to be deposed in his case up in New York, and he told the court, well, I can't do that because my daddy's running for president, and I just don't have time right now to come in. Judge says, nope, get your ass in here and do your deposition, and he has to do it by October 7th. And, oh, by the way, bring your associated documents with you. It's a case about the way the Trump business is run, you know, like their property values. Do they raise them and lower them depending on what they're trying to do? That kind of stuff that's illegal and against the law, and it's tax fraud. When you try to say your building is worth, billions, when you're trying to sell it, but only a couple bucks when it's being taxed, you know. And that little variance there seems to be in question a whole lot, along with a whole lot of other dealings within the Trump organization, the Trump crime family. There's a desperate attempt to keep this man in business, baby, because look at all the people that have the possibility of going to prison, starting with his ass, his daughter, his kids, his attorney general, hell, his secretary of state, hell, all of them could end up going to jail. All his campaign people who did all the numbers for him. All those people are in jeopardy, baby, if he doesn't stay in. So, hell yeah. Can the Russians help? Jump right in, baby. We need you. Jump in, Rushy. Come on, Vladimir. Help me out here, buddy. Start some unrest in America. Because right now, he's primed the pump, baby. Trump is doing his best to keep this nation on the edge of chaos so he can continue his law and order. Uh-oh, what'd I do? I didn't touch shit. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Alania Jars donated $5 to Super Chat. Surprised the shit out of me. Thank you very much, baby. I appreciate it. That took me by surprise. I'm not supposed to have a sound there, I think. I don't know. If I touch a button, I'm screwing it up. Anyway, where was I? Shit, I done forgot where I was. Eric Trump was going to get deposed? Yeah. Provide documentation for tax fraud and property evaluation business and stuff. Yes, he's going to get his ass in a sling. He's just trying to hold it off long enough that his daddy can pardon him, I guess. I don't think it's going to go that fast, son. I think that the actual trial won't happen until after the next year or so. You know, I don't think your daddy's going to be able to help your ass when you go to prison. Anyway, what else have I got here? Well, 22 states. 22 states are on the rise in this pandemic. The numbers keep going up. We're over 201,000 deaths and rising. While Donnie holds every rally he can with no mask and no social distancing, just pack them in here, baby. What can go wrong? 22 states on the rise, baby. They told us at the beginning of this over and over, it's going to be a wave, it's going to go up, it's going to come down, and then when the flu season comes, it's going to hit a peak. Guess what, baby? We're almost there. We're going strong. And it's going to keep rising, and he's going to keep having his little rallies and keep packing it in there. They're going to keep having their parties, their biker rallies, whatever the fuck it is that these fucking people think that they can just do and be invincible. They don't give a shit who they kill. God's protected them, really? Really? God protecting you from the virus? How come you need a fucking gun to protect your house then? God's slacking off on you, I think, buddy. Anyway, I was glad to see Rand Paul get smacked across the face today up in the Senate hearing by Dr. Fauci. Dr. Optometrist Rand Paul. The guy, if you need glasses, go see Rand Paul because he knows all about how to fit your glasses up there, give you the right prescription. Hell, he probably do better than the guy that gave you mine. But as far as a medical doctor, I don't trust Rand Paul for shit. I'm not going to go see Rand Paul if I had athlete's foot. No. My foot don't see anything. I don't need him. Anyway, when they were up there, Czar and Fauci and that other guy up there in front of the Senate, And it came time for Rand Paul to run his little mouth, another Trump ass licker that'll do anything. And he was talking about, oh, we need to push the kids back into school. This is a whole blah, blah thing. And you, Fauci, spent your time praising Governor Cuomo. And now look, New York City is almost at herd immunity up there. And Fauci said, oh, no, 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 no. Let me interrupt your ass. Smack, 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 smack. As Rand Paul tried to disparage Governor Cuomo, he pointed out the fact that, yes, at the beginning, New York got hit bad because Donnie didn't stop the European invasion. He just stopped that China thing and didn't do a very good job at that either. But anyway, New York got infected real bad. And we saw it at the very beginning of how bad it could get. And New York suffered a lot. But New Yorkers, being who they are, pretty arrogant about their shit, decided to do something about it and put on masks. They started to social distance. They started doing the things that their governor was telling them to do. And oh, look at here. It went down. It went down. Meanwhile, in the South, baby, down in Florida, Texas, all over the place, hell, baby, we're on fire, burning up our ass. Our governors are saying, suck it up, cupcake, go out there and die for your country. Die for the economy, as Dan Patrick would say here in Texas. Go out and sacrifice yourself for the glory of the orange calf. It's disgusting. I was glad to see Dr. Fauci say. Dr. Fauci said he was tired of seeing Dr. Paul misconstrue the information, lie, make it sound good when it ain't good. He said New York was at herd immunity. Fauci pointed out the fact that New York has 22% infection rate. It takes a 90-something% to get the herd immunity, and a whole lot of people die. But that's just that side effect. Don't worry about the death thing. That's what Donnie's out there. It hardly affects anybody except them 201,000 people that died, and them 6-7 million people that got it now. Don't worry if you don't count them, and if you don't count the blue states. Donnie's doing great. As a matter of fact, better than great. Phenomenal. Are you shitting me? These turds believe that. These little morons listen to him and think to themselves, oh, we could have had millions die. Yeah, or we could have had hundreds. But we're past hundreds now. We're past thousands. Hell, we're past hundreds thousand. We're reaching up for the numbers, baby. And all the while continues his little rallies. It's disgusting. Dr. Fauci told Rand Paul, you're not listening. You're not listening. And this guy's a senator. I don't know. That's probably why his neighbor kicked his ass for being so ignorant. On a side note, this impacts us. Dr. Birx. Remember, she was on the Corona Task Force, man, sitting out there going to bat for Downey all the time, trying to, warn the people, put a mask on. It's contagious and all this shit. Yeah, she's thinking about quitting, baby. She's thinking about quitting. She's distressed. She is being pushed to the side since Donnie got his new yes man, Dr. Scott Atlas, who knows nothing about infectious diseases, mind you. He's a doctor. He teaches out in California somewhere, I think. But he's a yes man for Donnie. He's the doctor they found, sort of like the doctor that used to give him his physical and tell everybody, oh, he's the most healthy man in the, yeah, those kind of people. Well, he found one in Dr. Scott Atlas. And ever since he did that, Atlas takes front stage over Birx because, what does she know? She just talks about infectious diseases. So she's being pushed out and she knows it. And what does that tell you about our whole system of government, the institutions that we rely on as a community, as a society ourselves? I don't care if you're talking about the Department of Justice or the Department of Health, baby. We rely on these institutions to work for all the people. To not play smoke and mirrors with information that affects us, especially at a deep level like, death. Oh, I don't want to panic anybody. Lying little piece of shit. They will do anything for this election. They don't care how many Americans died. They'll pack them into arenas and this get out the Trump Kool-Aid and pass it around, baby. They'll all drink it, and he stands a chance. He stands a chance only because he is going to try to force it into a court that he shapes. It has never been more important for us to do our patriotic duty, to do what it takes to save this country. I was glad to see Cindy McCain come out and endorse Joe Biden for president. Democrat. Something she said she's surprised she ever did. But she said she picked Joe because of his integrity, his courage, his leadership, and his morals. All attributes that Donnie does not have. Donnie does not know a damn thing about honor, country, duty. Donnie doesn't know a damn thing except what Donnie likes. Yeah, golden showers is from what I heard. He likes that, I understand. I don't know. That's what they say on the internet. That's what they're saying. I'm just saying. People are saying. The first thing that Cindy McCain came out today on her interview on TV and was asked about her support for Joe Biden, she started out by saying, as she wanted to offer up a prayer for the people in Kentucky and the citizens of that state, and indeed the citizens of our country. Before she supported Joe Biden, she showed us what this is about. It's patriotism, baby, over party. At a certain point, you have to look and stand up for our country, for our Constitution, for what it means to be an American, and not get swayed by somebody who's got nothing but hate and discontent and threats and lawsuits and every other kind of scandal you can think about. Everything from pussy grabbing to Ukraine to steal the election. You bet your ass it's all in his repertoire. He's got a bag full of tricks, baby, and he's willing to pull out anything. Matches, baby, and burn it to the ground if he has to. He can't let Pootie down. Pootie's holding the P-tape. Pootie's holding the tax liabilities. Pootie can come in here and show where he owns Donnie's ass. And I do believe that's exactly what it is. Dan Coates ain't the only one who thinks that Russia's got a little something on our president. You know, just a little something to edge him along the way, to be oh so praiseful of the Russian president and any other dictator that you can think of, and throw every ally we have under the bus, baby. That's what he's done since he came in here, and that's what he continues to do to this day. Is there Russian interference in the 2020 election? You bet your sweet ass, and Donnie approves that message, baby. Well, we have a message that we have to approve. And that message is that we will not tolerate a wannabe dictator. We will not tolerate an unkind, hateful bastard, offspring of an orangutan, I understand, to drive this country into the dirt for the sole purpose of his glory. His name and lights, baby. I want more than that for our country, baby. And I know you do too. That's how come we've gathered. That's how come we continue to be a growing family, a movement, a voice here. Your voices that I cannot read now because it's just too small right now. Usually it's on a big TV. but we have to be the ones to do this fight. Whether you're in this family or another group or whatever it is that stays keeping you involved in this fight, well, you pursue that, baby. Keep going after it, because that's the message. The message that every one of us marches forward together. All of us. That's how we win, is when we unite together to fight a common foe. And our common foe, baby, is Donald Trump, the corrupt administration that he runs, and the Republican crime syndicate that supports his ass. That is what we have to overcome. And we have to do that by taking the White House, taking the Senate, baby, and keeping the House, and then get our agenda ready. I'll even put a little lube on it so we can shove it up their ass. And we don't want to be so crude as them. We'll give them a little Vaseline there to help them along. But I don't want to do nothing but advance our party's agenda, which is an agenda for all of America's citizens, for the working people down here, the people still trying to struggle their ass off to make it. I don't give a shit about Wall Street. I don't give a shit about the 10% up there. You got plenty of money. Go visit one of your freaking yachts while we try to get this country back together. That's what we need to do. Anyway, me and Clyde, oh, this is our hump day, baby. We get to, I wish I could see a little bit better. Sarge Tech, my brother was somebody. Your brother was indeed somebody. My brother is somebody. We were all somebody, baby. All but one guy. He wasn't interested. He had things to do. I understand his personal Vietnam was not getting any sexual diseases during the 70s. Really putting his stuff on the line there, baby. His little bitty tiny mushroom didn't get sick. The man was a traitor. Has been a traitor. Continues to be a traitor. And I do not vote for traitors, baby. All gave some gave all, baby. This asshole was a draft dodger from the word go. He was a coward then, he was a coward now. Veterans against Trump, baby! That's right. Because we stand up and we say something. Anyway, I'm glad to see everybody. I wish I could see. Sonia, I see you in there. Another thing, Bloomberg is paying off ex-con. Yes, they're paying off the debt so they can vote. We have to do, and I'm glad to see him stepping up and doing that. I hope he does a whole lot more. I think he committed $100 million down in Florida for advertising down there. We have to keep the pressure on. We can't let his con continue on, but I am concerned about the atmosphere in this country with the decision that just came down in Kentucky. And I fear that there will be violence, and if we do, that will play right into Donnie's hands. But don't forget, there's a whole lot of, good old militia boys coming down to help the police. So be careful. If you use your voice, be careful. If you do get in a crowd, wear your mask. Use your voice, but use a mask. You got to be safe, baby. We got to be here to vote. That's the main thing. Anyway, I got that. Okay. What's that say? Yeah. Fuck Trump. Media. I can't read it. All I can see is fuck Trump. I got that part. Anyway, it seems to be a motto of ours. I'm glad you came by to visit. All that. We will be here tomorrow night for another Blue Dot family meeting. I hope you come by and visit us then. Thank you so much for giving the most precious thing you do, and that's your time, baby. Time to listen, time to talk to everybody, time to make these kind of connections, to further this fight and get the job done, baby, because I need a shave. Anyway, that's what they say anyway. Gone quite used to it. I'm almost going to miss it. Anyway, as Velda Snyder says, stay safe and take care. SL, so vote blue, the whole ticket. That's right. Blue all the way down ballot, and we'll fix this nation. And we'll chase them back into their little holes until they correct their shit again. Anyway, I love you. We'll see y'all tomorrow. And take care of yourself. And, oh, hell, I got to find the button. Got to make sure I do this right, or then I'm sitting here staring like this for a little while before I notice the damn thing is still running. Anyway, thank you so much. Let me see if I can catch that. Nazarene's Music. Nazarene's Music donated $5 and said, keep up the good work. Cheers from an Egyptian immigrant. Oh, there it is. Immigrant, now a U.S. citizen. Get ready to vote, baby. Thank you very much, Nazarene and Nazarene's Music. Come share that with us on Discord, baby. Y'all go buy a Blue Dot in Texas on the internet. Join up, find out how to get on Discord. Come by and join us in the conversation. We'd love to have you. Take care of yourselves, baby, and let that little blue light shine. And we'll see y'all later.